Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm, where my addiction's all over the internet. On this channel I do library book hauls, book reviews, both digital and physical, audiobooks, and so much more. So I officially have another book off my TBR, and this is The Cellar by Natasha Preston. This is my third Natasha Preston book that I have read. And I will say that for the month of August, I do not have a Natasha Preston book in my pile. I don't. It isn't that I don't like her. I do. It's just I wanted to take a break from her, at least for August, and then September I will actually pull out Awake. So, yeah. Alright, so The Cellar is about, it's a rip from the headlines kind of story. This takes place once again in England, because where most all her stories take place. And it is about a 16-year-old girl named Summer, who's abducted by a guy who goes by the name of Clover. Where he takes her is a cellar where he has collected other girls, and what he does to them is designed to break them down, to make them dependent on him, and to make them subservient to him. I'm going to be absolutely honest. After reading one of Colin's chapters, I absolutely did not want to read any more of Colin's chapters. The chapter that I did read with him in it was when he was younger, when he was living with his mother. You don't have to read his chapters to get the full picture of how bad this man is. How psychologically, how he just is determined to control these women's lives. And you get to the point in it where Lewis is determined to find Summer. And when he finally encounters Colin, or Clover, just something about his behavior, how he talks, how he looks, the fact he has no sympathy on his face, in his eyes, all tells Lewis that Colin knows something. So what does he do? He does what all people do that think they have been reading way too much Hardy Boys. He goes to the guy's house. And he notices in the window that this guy has women's shoes. Yeah, not exactly a good sign. And then he breaks into Colin's house, which takes guts. And he doesn't realize that he is not too far from Summer. And Summer had no idea he was even in the house. But during the search of Colin's house, he notices moisturizer and feminine care products. Stuff that, if he had a wife, that would be normal. But no, he doesn't have a wife. So he really suspects that Colin knows way too much about Summer's disappearance. Natasha does a great job in depicting family pain. And she does a great job in really depicting how much pain Colin is putting the family through. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. To him, they belong to him. They do not belong to their family or their friends or nothing. He is overly possessive of these women. Add to the fact that he also has zero for their lives. He has no problem with stabbing them if they start showing any independence. He kills them. This man is a psychotic lunatic. And I enjoyed the book. I gave it 5 stars. I did not do a review on Storygraph, but I did enjoy the book. I loved it when they were finally able to escape. And love the fact is that he ain't gonna ever get out. Alright. So that is The Cellar by Natasha Preston. I am halfway done with Murder Buys a t-shirt. I should dump that book tomorrow and I will have a review of that book probably tomorrow, or at some point this week I will put up that review. Alright, I will see you guys around. Bye.